Hello students, in this video we are going to practice some programs from chapter arrays. So I hope all of you know what is array, what is the need of array, why we are using arrays. So I have already uploaded the video about arrays, so watch that first, then come to this video and don't skip this video also. And arrays means what? A logical structure to manage space for effective storage of data. For example, if you want to store 10 numbers or 20 numbers or 100 numbers, you can store all the values in the memory location and you can do any operations based on that values later. That means you can access all those values from the memory location and you can use it later. Okay, for in the previous program, we used to accept 5 numbers and only the fifth number is displayed, or only the fifth number is using for the operations, right? That means first number is get replaced by the second number and second number is get replaced by the third number. So till 5 all the numbers are get replaced and only the fifth value get displayed. Okay, but in the case of arrays we can store all the values from 1 to 5. So that is the need of arrays. So arrays first program is to store 20 numbers, that is even and odd numbers you can store, and you have to display the sum of even numbers and sum of odd numbers. So first you have to declare an array. If you get any program based on arrays, you have to declare it first. So here I am going to declare my array with size 20 because I am going to accept 20 numbers, and array name I am going to give ARR. And here I am accepting numbers, so I am giving data type integer. Here also the same data type will come, and inside the square bracket the array size is specified. So entering 2 numbers, and first you have to use for loop. That means from 0 to 90, less than 20 means 0 to 19, you have to accept all the 20 numbers and store. So in previous programs, we didn't use the square bracket and the array size. Normally, we are storing all the numbers or character types into the variable. But in this case, we are using array. So I value is changing each time. That means index position of array is changing each time. Index position of array always start from 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3 till 19. I need to accept those numbers. And I closed the for loop, and now I am going to find what? The sum of even numbers and sum of odd numbers. So that I am going to initialize into 0. And after this I am going to declare this for loop again. Why? Because we want to access the values which are already stored in the array. So first, to accept all the numbers, you want to declare this for loop, and for accessing this you want to declare it again, for loop, same for loop. Okay, so first step is over, second step is over, and third step is over. And check for the condition in the question. What is the condition here? We want to check whether the numbers are even or odd. So in this I am going to check each index position of the array. That means every values is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible by 2, that means if I get remainder, that means it is a even number. So I can find the sum of even numbers here. So here I used shorthand operators. If you want, you can expand this like this. So instead of this, I am using this shorthand operator. That means I don't want to repeat the same variable here. Else what? If it is not equal to 0, I can find the sum of odd numbers and close the loop and come outside the for loop and then print the sum of even numbers and sum of odd numbers. And what happens if I give this printing statement inside the loop? So 20 times it will be printing the sum of even numbers, sum of odd numbers. 20 times it will keep repeating. So that's why I closed my second for loop, come out of the loop, and you have to print the statement or print the result. Okay, we'll compile it. Twenty numbers I'm going to enter. So finally, I got the sum of even numbers and sum of odd numbers. So this is the output. Okay, next program is to store 5 temperatures in Fahrenheit, and you have to display or you have to convert it into Celsius. So first step, you have to input 5 values, and first for loop to accept the values, second for loop to do the calculation, and finally you have to display the Celsius values. So first I am going to declare the array, and temperatures may comes in decimal value, so I am taking it as double with array size 5 and array name is ARR, and here I am going to enter 5 temperatures, and inside the for loop I inserted all the 5 values and stored, and next for loop is used to calculate. If you want to convert Fahrenheit into Celsius, do this calculation and finally you can print that value. So we'll compile this. Okay, now I am going to give values and Fahrenheit. So here I got the conversion from Fahrenheit to Celsius. So if you want to make it more perfect, just go to the coding again. So here you can type enter 5 temperatures in Fahrenheit, and here you can give don't give this inside the for loop because it may repeats 5 times. So after the storing of values you can type here temperatures in Celsius. So we'll run the program again. So here it is more understandable that you have to enter 5 temperatures in Fahrenheit and you are converting the temperatures in Celsius. Okay, so this is the output. Next program is to store 5 numbers. So you can enter both negative and positive numbers. It is already mentioned in the question. And display all the negative numbers followed by the positive numbers without changing the order. Okay, so first I am going to declare the array, and in printing statement enter 5 numbers, and inside the loop I have accepted all the 5 numbers. I close the loop and I again open the for loop, and I'm checking whether each values in array is less than 0. Less than 0 means negative numbers. So it will check every value till 5 and it will display only the negative numbers. So after each element I am separating it with a comma in the double quotes. Otherwise every numbers will come without space and comma, so you won't be able to understand. So I am putting comma here. And next for loop is for finding the positive numbers. Then positive numbers are also printing. Okay. So we'll run the program. enter 5 numbers. So both positive and negative numbers I am going to enter. 6 minus 3, 2 minus 1. Okay. I didn't change the order, minus 9, minus 3 and minus 1. So it came in a order, and these negative numbers are followed by the positive numbers in the same order. That means 6 and 2. Okay, so this is the output, and practice this program, all these programs once again. So in short, we will summarize how to write programs based on arrays. First, you have to declare the array with array name and data type and array size. And first for loop is used to accept all the values into the array, and next for loop you can use it for accessing all the elements in the array. And based on the program, you have to decide your printing statement of the output of your result should be inside the for loop or outside the for loop. It depends upon the program. Okay, so anyway, if you want to accept the values, you need one for loop, and to do the calculation also you need one for loop.